guys do a mullet?
Oh man, we already, no, I made the mistake of chopping it off first.
Tight fade.
Ready, set, and go. So, Mr. Ken, it's been a little while since you visited us here at the shop. What do you like to do? Because this is looking pretty amazing.
Whatever you want to do, as long as.
There's always criteria, yeah.
Exactly. There's nothing, it's not shaved, it's not short, it's not a military look or anything.
No military, no shave, no buzzed.
Right. And so as long as I have a full beard and a mustache.
Is it the same story for the beard?
Yes.
So you've got 10 months of beard too.
Pretty much, yes.
Any requests or any warnings about this bad boy?
No, whatever you. I've trimmed the sides a little bit, but not much on the length.
Are you enjoying the length right now? Is it something that we should be a little bit more conservative of, or do you want to pack it all off?
Well, I don't want it all off.
Yeah.
Last time you, had it somewhere around here, and it was like real smooth on the bottom. It was.
Yeah, really.
It was just
sharp.
an impressive look.
Have a photo of the last time you got a haircut?
I do.
Yeah, let's check it out. Hey, look at me, as handsome as ever. And then you're in that picture too. That is a good, look at that. I see. I think we go back to something like that. If it's gonna be another few months before you see me, it looks pretty good, man.
Yes.
Sometimes I surprise even myself. See, Cisco, I can cut good hair once a month.
Every 10 months?
Every 10 months, man. Every 10 months, it's the one.
Did you have for breakfast, Ken?
McDonald's. Because I wanted to make sure I drove to this side of town in plenty of time.
So you're coming from where? What's 550 miles away?
Well, and I may have the mileage wrong. It's Jackson, Mississippi.
How are things out there these days? Hot as hell, just like Austin?
Yes, but not as hot.
Oh, look at you.
We were in the high 90s, but we never broke 100, at least not for any length of time. Then I get here and see, oh, it's 100.
And it's supposed to be our hottest week of the summer, so
Of course.
yeah, thanks for that. I blame you, and only you.
Intentions of growing the hair that long?
No, we're ponytail length. You want to just keep the ponytail?
I did that once, mainly, and I don't know why, but I saw a survey that said, large percentage of men had a ponytail at one point in their life. And then I said, I haven't done that.
So did you?
I
Yeah.
did.
You check that box off.
Yeah. But that was more of something, I just wanted to do it.
No, it's.
I didn't want to keep
I
it
think
for the length of
the guy
time.
who just got out of my chair is growing his hair out, and that was a lot of fun. We'll probably do a mullet when he decides to start taking it down little by little.
So mullet, that's what you want.
Well, I'm doing the reverse mullet right now. Just doing
No.
this side mullet. Clipper over comb. I'm getting the comb nice and flat to the head. Drawing the hair out a couple inches, so I have something to work with the shears. But debulking it really. Get to see what we're working with. So scooping up the chunk a bit, pulling out just beyond the ear.
Ken, what do you do for a living? Are you retired?
I'm retired.
Retired? When did you retire from?
I had two careers. The first one was in information systems, large computer application development and maintenance. And the last job I had with that was with a consulting company that traveled, where I traveled like 100% of the time. So I flew to work on Mondays and then stayed in the corporate apartment and then flew back on the weekends. And that burned me out. So after doing that for 3.5 years, I decided I wanted a total change of career. So then I got into consumer retail credit.
All of this sounds absolutely and terribly boring. But I know that they're necessary, so God bless you for being the one to take that hit.
Yeah.
It's always amazing to see how many gears are in the machine that make this world run.
And I've gotten comfortable with my bald spot over the past 2 years, so you don't have to do anything special to try to hide it.
Well, the picture that you showed us, you can't even see the thing, so we're in good shape. Oh yeah, so longer than the comb, you're looking at close to 8 inches up here. Once again, doing simple math. 3 inches should give us plenty of length to work with.
I would say, I hope you're good at math.
I grew up in public schools here in Texas, man. It's a crapshoot. Again, no, I'm just kidding. All the teachers out there, God bless mom, sister, grandma, all my aunts and yeah, great job out there.
Yeah.
Just my teachers. Those are the only bad ones.
But after 43 years of marriage, I figure I can grow my hair and beard however I want. She's not going anywhere.
It's all about the personality that she's falling in
Well,
love
of course. And the key trick of all, I had a beard when I met her.
43 years. That's a good run, man. What's some of those off-the-cuff tidbits of advice you can give the rest of us young dummies?
View marriage as permanent. I mean, don't think of it as, oh, we had a fight, let's go our separate ways. And find somebody you're compatible with who laughs at your jokes, or at least learns to.
You know what? That's true. My wife doesn't think I'm funny. She just likes to laugh at me. I figured it's still like a success.
Yeah.
So I took it down to about 2 inches on the sides with our clipper over comb technique. Now I'm just refining it. I'm taking it down another solid 3/4 of an inch, not quite the full inch. I want to leave a little something so that if we need to texturize, I want to see how the curls react, and then we can refine from there. But right off the bat, just taking off, like I said, another 3/4 inch to match up on the other side. Essentially taking down that length. That 10 months length is coming from this top portion where it meets the longer hair on top.
And are you familiar with our YouTube channel?
Yeah. That's what got me to the barbershop. I started with the products. I used them for a little over a year maybe. And then when I was looking at your website, then I saw there was a barbershop, and I figured after watching several of the videos, I said, y'all can do a good job. Now what's funny is I didn't tell my wife anything other than, use barbershop associated with the products. So we walk in, and a couple of minutes before our appointment, she's looking around and all of these, what I would call, I guess, hip-looking young people, both in the chair and out.
Not Jesse.
Yeah. But she kind of looked at me cross-eyed and said, is this the right place? I said, trust me. Yeah.
So as this hair is starting to dry out a little bit, I'm starting to notice where some of those waves are popping up and where some of that weight might start to build up. Because with waves, the hair will scrunch up and look at there's a couple of little pockets where the hair might be a tad bit longer, even though, like you can see, it's cut straight. As it lays back, it might have a little bit of bulk. So just to be aware of that. Smooth it out with either your thinning shears or a razor technique, even if it just means taking down the hair to point past that curl, that wave, so that it smooths out a little bit. That'll help the hair grow out a little nicer over time, because if you leave that concentration of hair there, it'll be the first thing that bulks up and starts to show you that your hair is, you're in need of a haircut essentially. So try to be aware of that and attack them before I move on to the next phase.
You guys doing mullet?
Oh man, we already, no, I made the mistake of chopping it off first.
Tight fade.
10 months and still pretty even. I can dig it.
Yeah.
His chin is right there. That's about midway. Sorry, microphone. The other thing that I'm thinking here is that with a bit of a stronger jaw on the beard, a little more tucked in, we avoid the Santa Claus effect, because with a white beard, that's what people tend to get. And I was like, nah, you looked so youthful in that picture. Let's run with that. Just using the heel of the blade to rest up against his face so that the teeth don't dig into aggressively, and just skim that hair. And you don't want to do that down the entire length of the beard, just in this little area here. Keep it a little closer to the face, but not take up any of the weight and real estate down here at the base of the beard.
Just trimming that right at the lip line.
So there's right at the lip line, but I'm also seeing where those first curls start to flare out in different directions, and just trying to get a nice uniform curl into the mouth, so it still looks like a nice full mustache, but without all the craziness of those waves. I was just thinking in my head, like, possible titles: taking customer from 71 to 75. I was trying to think it out. I was, or 65. Let's do that. That's 65. I like that. I was workshopping it. But I wanted y'all to see how my brain works. And if you're ever thinking like, man, is he really concentrating on the precision of that beard trim? Nope. I'm thinking about thumbnails and possible video titles. Have you ever considered starting an Instagram dedicated just to your beard? I would imagine people do that. They name their beards. Is that something that we're aware of? Get Mike Lawson on that. I should be the first. No, I don't, but I'm gonna.
How did you arrive at this beard shape before?
Honestly, it had plenty of density. It's got a great length to it. Instead of just taking it back that 5 months, I wanted to maintain a little bit of that earned length. And then, like I said, just having a softer, more classic haircut up top, I wanted to do something a little bit sharper, a little bit more modern on the shape of the beard. A lot of guys request that Kratos beard. A lot of people request that, nice heavy neckline, but with some sharpness to it. He's got a great beard for that shape. It's not like that hair that's kind of wispy, and you have to be very careful about taking off any density. It disappears. So when you got it, flaunt it. So that was a big reason why I decided to be a little bit more aggressive with the shape, and still be the traditional kind of belled out shape. You can it can be a little bit more round, a little bit more square if you wanted to, and then if you put a little bit of our product in there, started shaping it a bit, you can still have something like really pointy and angular, like a spade or that Kratos shape, which is like I said, just having some options in your beard, which I think a lot of guys don't do. They just kind of trim it in and that's that, stick to it, but. This part I'm definitely not thinking about. Tennis ball smells or, oh man, someone's gonna clip that out and just say like, oh, balls smell. We got some of our old money styling paste, small piece-sized amount. Emulsify this until it's nearly invisible. Utility balm. Yes, sir. He's got such a dense beard that I want to make sure all that hair underneath has a little bit of coverage. But it holds its shape well enough that I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, hair's like a sponge. Sometimes it needs a little bit of help to infuse the product into the shaft. So, and just for good measure, we'll take a little bit of our styling balm. And just for good measure, we'll take a little bit of our styling paste. Really lock in the shape for the rest of the day. Our product is gentle enough that it's not gonna dry out the hair. It's not gonna make it feel real yucky. I do jujitsu, so I don't mind getting into the awkward positions to get the job done.